Okay, we can do the prayer. The name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Good morning, children!
Good morning, teachers!
Okay, to start the day, let's have an energizing first. So, we are the chickens. So, are you all familiar with the chicken dance?
Yes, teacher!
So, are you excited to try the chicken dance?
Yes, teacher!
Okay, teacher Syra will lead the dance floor. Okay, class, so please copy what teacher Syra is doing. Do you understand, class?
Yes, teacher!
Okay, that's all for today. So, okay, class, are all present for today?
Yes, teacher!
Before we start our discussion, now let us remind ourselves with our classroom rules. Now, who can remember our classroom rules? Yes, teacher, can you give me one classroom rule?
Raise your right hand if you want to answer, teacher.
Very good, Richard. Raise your right hand if you want to answer. How about lady? Yes, lady. Sit properly, teacher. Very good, lady. So you need to sit properly. Who else? Who wants to add? Abel?
Raise your hand if you want to answer.
Okay, raise your right hand if you want to answer. And what else? And listen to the teacher. Very good. Now, class, please pass all your assignments here in front. Please pass all your assignments here in front. And teachers, April will review our discussion for class meeting. Okay, class, what have you learned last meeting? Yes, Richard.
I learned that food label contains information about the products, identity, contents, and ingredients all.
Okay, very good. I'm glad that you have learned something about our last meeting, which is the food label. So, are you excited for our new activity?
Yes, teacher.
If you're excited, give me a hand clap. Okay, our activity for today is called Spot the Danger. So, eyes in the board. So, what you see here is a picture that is full of dangers. So, as you can see, she is inside the kitchen, and all you have to do is to encircle the dangers that is shown inside the kitchen.
Okay,
So,
teacher.
who wants to answer? Yes, Richard. Okay, who wants to answer? Yes, Beth. Thank you, Beth. Who else? Yes, Nate. Very good. Okay, who wants to try? Yes, Chelsea. Okay, thank you. So, did you enjoy their activity?
Yes, teacher.
So, did you enjoy their activity?
Yes, teacher.
So, based on our activity, how do you find the danger inside the kitchen? Yes, Richard.
Based on the teacher shows the different kinds of danger which are the grass, the pests in our foods, and also the plastics and other materials that can be dangerous.
Okay, thank you. How did you see a food here?
Yes, teacher.
So this is our activity. What do you think is our topic for today? Yes, ladies. Based on our activity teacher IDs, our topic for today is about food safety and principle. Okay, now let's read our objective first. Everyone,
Objectives. At the end of 30 minutes with 85% proficiency level, the pupil should be able to describe ways to keep food clean and safe. Draw a picture that shows the food safety principles in preparing foods. Give the importance of following food safety principles in preparing food.
so are you excited for our new activity?
Yes, teacher.
This activity is called Mix and Fit. So as you can see here, we have two pairs of boxes. We have this first box, which is the do's, and the second box, which is the don'ts. So I will show you a picture, and you need to classify if it is a don'ts or do's. So in this activity, we have the quiz. For you to guess the answer, you need to shoot the ball first. So, the team that is successfully shoot the ball inside the ring will have the chance to guess the picture. Is that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, I need to see two lines here. This is from the group 1 and this is from the group 2. Are you guys ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, for the first picture, I will count first 1 up to 3 so that we can get it. Okay? For the first picture, listen. Is this a do's or don'ts? 1, 2, 3. Just the ball.
Yes, teacher.
For the first picture, is this a do's or don'ts? 1, 2, 3, go! Yes? Lady? Is this a do's or don'ts? Don'ts, teacher. For the second picture, it is over here. Is this a do's or don'ts? 1, 2, 3, go!
Don'ts, teacher.
Okay, shoot the ball. Okay, for the third picture, is this a do's or don'ts? 1, 2, 3.
Do's, teacher.
Okay, Richard, shoot the ball. Very good. Now, for the last picture, is this a do's or don'ts? Okay, prepare. 1, 2, 3, start. Do's. Okay, shoot the ball. Okay, now face the picture. Very good, class. Now I'm glad that you made the activity successful. So give yourself 5 claps. Now let's call on teacher Dianna. In class, did you enjoy our activity earlier?
Yes, teacher.
Now, based on our activity, what have you noticed? Yes, Richard?
I have noticed, teacher, that the process of do's is clean and safe, and the don'ts, teacher, is unsafe and dirty.
Good observation, Richard. Now, how did you get the correct answer? How did you identify that these pictures are belong to the dogs? And these pictures are belong to the dogs? Yes, Nick? we identify teacher that those teachers that belong to those is they clean their hands and clean the vegetables with they wash them with clean waters. And in those teachers they use their hands without any gloves.
Yes, very good, lady. Now, as what you have observed, it is very noticeable in your houses, right?
Yes.
Teacher.
Plus, did you wash your hands before touching foods?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so you use your knowledge and experiences in answering the activity. Now, since you are all familiar with these practices, and especially these practices that we must avoid, do you want to know more about this topic?
Yes, teacher.
And teacher Sarah will continue and elaborate more about this topic.
Okay, class, are you interested to take part in this journey with me?
Yes, teacher.
Are you excited to know more about food safety?
Yes, teacher.
Now, before that, I will first ask you, what food are you interested in? What food are you interested in? What do you like to eat?
Spaghetti, teacher.
Okay, she likes spaghetti. How about you, Richard? What do you like to eat?
Macaroni salad, teacher.
Okay, Richard likes macaroni salad. But before eating it, there is certain steps in assuring that your food before consuming it will be safe. Now I'll be talking or I'll be discussing about food safety principles that you must do to ensure that your food is not contaminated and your food is safe to eat. Class, can you please repeat this sentence?
Food safety, that scientific discipline describing the handling, preparation, and storage of food in ways that prevent foodborne illnesses.
So in this food safety, we have different steps that we must do to ensure that the food that we which gets with does not cause us any diarrhea, any foodborne illnesses, and inflammation in our guts or stomach. So first is step 1 is to read. Can you all please read?
Read. Wash
Hands and surfaces often.
So before you start eating it or before you start preparing the food, you must wash your hands at least 20 seconds. After washing your hands, you must get rid of all the filthy things that is inside or that is on the counter. On the counter or on the surfaces. So next is
Step 2.
Separate raw meat from other foods.
okay, so separating raw meat from other foods. So as you can see, if you observe from your mother is separating the raw meat from the vegetables. So when your mother is cutting the food, another cutting board or chopping board will be prepared for the vegetables. So always remember that you must not put the raw meat and the vegetables or other food that would contaminate your the food that you will be preparing. So always remember that. So the next step is, can you please all read that?
Step 3.
Cook to the right temperature.
So when you're cooking any food or any dishes that you will prepare inside the kitchen, one must make sure that your food is done to achieve a perfect temperature in which it is cooked properly. So an example of this is a chicken. So when you're cooking a chicken, achieve 165 temperature in which you would not caught salmonella. So do you all know what salmonella is?
No,
Salmonella is a bacteria that would cause you to have an inflamed gut or stomach, or you would have diarrhea with this bacteria that you will have. If the food that you've eaten is has an incorrect process of preparation. Now, next step is
Step 4.
Chill. Refrigerate foods promptly.
if you observe in the kitchen, or if you observe in your of the things that your mother is doing, every food that is left on the kitchen table will be preserved or will be conserved inside the refrigerator. So always remember that when it comes to milk, it should not last 3 weeks if it is not put inside the fridge, because it will be spoiled or it will be rotten or contaminated. So in this food safety that you would do, what do you think are the effects if it is not if the food that you prepared is not done properly? Okay, Richard.
The food feature is not prepared properly. It will cause diseases that can be very exact on our body, which from the food we prepared, if the food we prepared is not properly prepared.
It will cause an effect to us. So how do you think would you apply this food safety in your everyday lives? How about you, CJ? Seems like you have an opinion to it. Can you please stand? Now, what do you think, or how do you think would you apply this food safety inside in your everyday lives?
By following the step. First step is second step is separate. Third step is food. And fourth the last step is clean food.
Very good. So please give Richard and CJ a very good clap. Should we all do that?
No, teacher!
So please follow me. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good. So please copy teacher class.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very good, very good, very good.
It seems like you've understood what food safety really is. So let us apply your understanding in the use of an activity. So are you all excited to understand?
Yes, teacher!
Are you excited?
Yes, teacher!
Okay, so Diana, please take it away and please demonstrate the activity that you did.
Okay, class, are you all excited to our new activity today?
Yes, teacher.
Now let's start an activity and let's go to do our children's. Now in this activity, the class will be divided into 2 groups. This will be the group 1 and this will be the group 2. And each group will be given a materials. And group 1 will be you will draw the food safety principles that adhere to the rules, and for the group 2, draw the don'ts in food safety principles. Did you all understand?
Yes, teacher!
Now, in this activity, this will be assessed using the root base. Now, for the cleanliness, based on your drawing, and it is clean, you will get a 5 points. And if there is a content in the drawing, you will also get 5 points. And if it is repeated in your drawing, you will also get 5 points. For the total of 15 points. Is it all clear?
Yes, teacher!
Okay. For the materials, group 1, can you get your materials? And for the group 2, you may now start. Okay, class, are you all ready to present?
Yes, teacher!
Group 1, you may now start presenting your output. Can you face here in front?
Good morning. What is the output of the one? So that's we know first is wash your hand properly, cook the food in right temperature, use a fresh food and clean use clean water and clean the place. That's what we all think.
Now for the group 2,
Good morning, this is the work of group 2. So we draw goats. Here in our first image, there is a food with a lot of flies because there is no cover of the food. Then there is a surface, the lavabo. We call this lavabo. There is dirt on it so that the dirt attract the flies. And also here,
So the third picture, the third draw is the kid, which is he get the food with using his dirty hand. So we should avoid touching food with our dirty hands. And for the last is the raw meat and the food. We should separate raw meat from cooking.
Okay? Thank you, Group 1 and Group 2. Now let's give them a very good clap.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, very good, very good, very good.
Now let's assess your presentation and output. Now for the cleanliness for Group 1, as what you can see on your output, you can see that it is very clean. So let's give them 5 points. And also for the Group 2, it shows cleanliness on their output. So let's also give them 5 points. Now for the content of Group 1, it is very evident that the Group 1 shows a very meaningful information based on what they draw. So let's give them 5 points. And also with the Group 2, which shows the things that we need to avoid and also the things that we must change to prevent the foodborne illnesses. So let's give them 5 points. And lastly, for the creativity, the Group 1 shows very creative in their output. And also for the Group 2, they are very creative with the color composition. So let's give them 5 points. So for the total of 15 points, and for the Group 2 is 15 points. Now let's give them a barangay clap. Now class, based on what you have learned and based on our activity, what have you learned? Why do you think it is important to know the food safety principles in preparing food? Yes, lady.
when we know the safety principles in preparing food, we can avoid diseases, and also the food that we eat is clean. And when we prepare food, we should follow the steps that discussed earlier, and also we should avoid those processes that is unhygienic.
Now, for our information, to assess whether you have learned something in our discussion, April will take over.
Okay, for the last activity, get one whole sheet of paper and answer the following. Are you done, class?
Yes, teacher.
Now, who wants to answer number 1? Yes, lady. Number 2, yes, Richard. Okay, number 3, Christine. Yes. Christine Rios, come here. Okay, for the number 4, yes, CJ. Okay, for number 5, Emma.
teachers. Thank you for teaching us today.